Alright, so we just got back from a good weekend ripping out at Sand Mountain. We're back here at the shop and we're gonna start working on the truck. Let's get right into it. I'm on the rise, rise. Back here in the shop and we are working on the truck again today. We're getting more into the boring stuff of it. We're doing all the fuel lines and stuff today. We got the lines hooked up and the fuel relay sitting here. So we're having that go through the frame. We're going to get our fuel filter hooked to the fuel rail over here and coming to the front. We got it coming out and we're going to get that all plumbed in. We got some new headers for it. They're 1 7/8" headers from Speed Engineering. What else we got? We got the steering shaft put in finally, so that's all good to go. We can let it rip and steer it everywhere. We got the hydraulic pressure line in here for the steering shaft. And coming over here, we got our big old transmission cooler that we're going to be mounting to the radiator. And over here, we got the core support for the radiator, and we got our new radiator put in. We just kind of mocked it up real quick to see where it's going to fit. It's a retro radiator that we got. It's meant for this truck, but it's for an LS application, so the mounts are in the right spots. We're going to be painting this and cutting some more holes in it so it's more aerodynamic. Let's get right into it. So we just got our fuel filter put in from Fuel Labs. That's all done, squared away, so everything fuel related is completely done. And we got another package in the mail today. We're getting our exhaust put on. I showed you guys the headers already, but we got this nice X pipe here. It's going into muffler, and then from here the exhaust is a little goofy, so we're gonna probably cut it off right here, and it's gonna come out right there and stick right out next to the bed. This exhaust kit is for a C10 truck, not for a Ford F100, so we're trying to finagle it together and make it work. So we're doing the best we can to make the kit do what we want it to do.
So today we got the trans cooler lines all installed. I wrapped them with everything. This gold wrap. I usually get the silver stuff, but they ran out of that. Just the fuel lines are wrapped in that. Also the fuel pump wiring is all in that. Got the O2 sensor in, and I got the O2 sensor plug put in on this side. The system we use only uses one O2 sensor. So it's all routed up through here, away from the headers, going through the cross member. All the way up here, got it hooked to our trans cooler. We're trying to run the largest transmission cooler we can because of the stall converter we have in the Power Glide. It creates a lot of heat. For drag racing, when this transmission was in the Jeep, driving it around normally, it would get really hot. So, and I had a fan style cooler on that. And the guy that built the torque converter told me to run this cooler as large as you can all the way up front, and you shouldn't have any issues. So that's what we're gonna try. Also, I put in a giant power steering cooler today. Autocross steering runs awful hot, and you're constantly turning these large tires. And then the higher RPM, up to, in the straightaways and in the gearing that we're going to be running, we'll be pushing, between 6,000 and 7,000 RPMs. It's a lot on a power steering pump and turning, so it creates a lot of heat. So we put this large cooler up front here. Hopefully that'll stay nice and cold. Got all the radiator lines made. Now we're gonna fill that with fluid and get the air out of it. Try to fill everything before we start the motor. We'll be starting pretty soon. Drive shaft, I just ordered that today. It should be done tomorrow. It's all a chromoly yoke and fixed end on the end. If we get that in there, then I can start filling this transmission, fire anything up, and feel like putting a cap in the end of that.
All right, so I'm sitting in the Ford now. We got everything hooked up, filled it up with all the fluids, and now we're ready to start this puppy. Let's see what she can do. So I don't know if you guys really saw it there, but in the first clip, it was running really lean. It started making some funky noises because it was not getting enough fuel. It was running on the old Jeep tune, and the Jeep tune, it didn't like the new cam we had put in it and the exhaust, the whole 9 yards. It was just running super lean. It was at 19 for the air fuel ratio, so no bueno. So we changed that up, and let's see what it does again. Cool, this thing sounds sick. We just got her shut down. These headers turned gold after it was running lean on the first start of it. But I'm excited, this thing's turning out really good. We got drive shaft in it, as you guys saw. So next we will be hopefully being able to drive it. I think tomorrow we have someone coming out to put all the glass in the truck. So that'll be all complete. Our goal for this week is going to be getting the bed on, getting all the panels back on. That'll be all in the next video. That's it for now, and I'll see you later, Stinky.